What up, YouTube, man? How y'all living, bro? So, today is Thursday, May 2nd, 11:05 a.m. I got an 11:30 meeting right up the road at the library. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to come rap with y'all right fast, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna title this video, but I know where I'm going with it. So, I'm gonna just let it come out to you, bro. So, man, I was watching a YouTube video just now. Chase and Mello, they like some funny people or whatever on here, and I really like their videos or whatever. And I was actually watching a real channel where they just sit down and talk in front of the camera. And so, one thing they was talking about just specifically they acting and how they was able to, you know, make their skills better or whatever. It was one of the questions they were doing the Q&A. So that kind of had me thinking, man, just about getting better at things in general, bro. And one of the things they said was talking about this improv class that she had took. And it made me think, bro, I'm gonna be honest, son. Really, the only real way to get better at something, man, is that saying when people tell me I had to get comfortable being uncomfortable, bro. The only real way of growth and really becoming better at something is jumping out in it and not knowing what you're supposed to do and learning along the way. That's the rawest form of learning. Like, that's why people be like, man, nah, I had to go and bump my head, and I know you telling me everything that you needed me to do, but I had to go do it myself, fail, and learn how to get back up and continue pushing forward. I mean, it's so funny because we'll sit up here and I'm sitting up here telling you all type of life advice and giving you things and game and everything like that. But I mean, the only reason I was able to understand it wasn't because nobody told me. It was because I went through it and I'm able to speak from experience for real. And that's probably a lot how y'all are gonna go. But I guess these videos just be like a ego stroke and a maybe helping some people, but I think a lot of the times we like to hear things that we kind of already know, and it's good that other people can relate to that, you know, us in that aspect for real. And so I say that to say, man, I think that like the best advice I can say, bro, is that, man, listen, y'all not gonna know it all, son. I'm not gonna know it all, bro. But approaching life and looking at life through a lens of, man, I'm gonna use what I know to get me through something. And up until the point of where I don't know something, I'm gonna be okay. As I'm coming up to that point of unknown, I am going to be okay with not knowing what's next for me. I'm gonna be okay as I'm going through life with attempting to find the meaning of this thing, and I'm okay with not understanding and not knowing everything, bro, because I really don't. Who am I? You feel me? So I say that to y'all, man. I want y'all to continue welcoming the unknown into y'all's lives, bro. Willingly and acceptingly let this thing into y'all lives, bro. I think that that's the most beautiful way and the rawest form of learning, and that's how we really get these things instilled and wired into us for eternity, bro. That's the real definition of growth, in my opinion. I think that it's only so much that we can read and be told through video and things of that nature. Sometimes it take us, like I said, going through those things, bro. And I think that sometimes we get nervous. And I think that why it related to that improv class and acting she was talking about. Sometimes I do think we get nervous, and it allows us to get thrown off our pivot and thrown off our game. But realizing that everybody's nervous, everybody gets nervous. It's not a person that doesn't. And even the greatest athletes, they say, man, whenever it's time for me to hit that shot, like, yeah, I'm nervous, but I live for these moments. I done put myself through this so many times that I feel nervous, but I'm able to continue to keep working through the nervousness. And the only way they was able to do that by continuing to putting themselves into those situations, bro. So I say that to you, man. Listen, like I always say, it's not going to be easy, bro, but it's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's definitely a light. You just have to learn how to maneuver yourself in an effective manner to get to the end of the tunnel, you know, to follow this light, bro. And I think that once we get there, is beautiful because the world becomes open in so many avenues and so many ways and paths, and you start accepting and enjoying, really taking in a lot of the world and not taking for granted a lot of it that we may have, done in the past, for sure. And so, yeah, man, that just kind of got me thinking on that type of tip, man. Like, I noticed as I done became, like, literally, right now, I'm about to go to a meeting, and I'm about to go talk about the well-being of, like, another individual, another human, like, figure out the best plan of treatment, best plan of care, like, in front of a lot of people, man, and this is serious things, bro, but I've been willingly submitting myself to these situations and these meetings and putting myself in them and being a fly on the wall and listening to them and adding my 2 cents when I can and trying to make the most sense of things and come up with legitimate ways of how we can, better the care of an individual. And it's showing, bro. And now I can confidently go up in there and talk and mean what I say and have something real and sound to give to how we can, continue to provide the best care possible. And I mean, a version of me wouldn't have been able to even talk in these meetings, let alone be able to say something positive, productive, and meaningful. You understand? A version of me wouldn't have been able to even go to the meeting, bro. A version of me wouldn't have been able to understand that presentation is everything, that I have to go in there and look and talk a certain way, and I have to present myself in such a manner, because those things really matter. It may or may not be how I want to dress, how I want to look, how I want to talk, how I normally talk, but I understand certain environments cause for certain little code switches. And it's just a part of the life, bro. It don't mean that I'm faking it till I'm making it. I mean, in a sense, I guess you could say faking it till you making it, but it's more so understanding everything that's involved in a process and realizing certain factors that I may or may not naturally give off, that I have to adapt to and be able to adapt and have, you understand, and present myself with those, you feel me? So, yeah, man, I'm just really grateful for this situation. I'm grateful for to be able to put myself in uncomfortable moments, because not all meetings are fun. Not all of them I'm able to say anything. Sometimes things go on that I may or may not know too much about, and it's me willing to listen, learn, and talk through it. And sometimes people tell me things that I don't want to hear, and it sucks to hear bad news, for sure, it does. But through that, I'm through submerging myself, I'm learning, and I'm learning the next time when a problem presents itself that may end up with the same type of news being given to me, I know how to address it, and I know how to handle myself in it so that it doesn't happen to me, or at least the odds are as mostly in my favor as they can be. You understand? So, yeah, man, I want y'all to realize that, man. Like, go put yourself in them situations where it ain't gonna make sense. Go put yourself, man. Your mind is so powerful, bro. You go throw yourself in the ocean. You might not be able to swim, but your mind is like fight or flight. You gonna do something if you see a floatable whatever device 10, 20 feet away from you. Your mind is going to figure out some way to get you there. You understand? And you might not even realize or remember how you did it, but you did it. And your mind is the same way. You put yourself in these situations where your mind is your mind, but you put yourself in these situations that you don't understand what's going on. Your mind begins to pick apart certain pieces of the information and relating it and funneling it through things you already understand and concepts that you kind of grasp or you may fully grasp, and start filtering it through ways that, okay, cool, so this is like this and that's like that. So when I put these two together, but I got to add this new flavor now, or whatever I'm not understanding, now I can step back and say, put all of these together. Now this flavor, this plate presents itself. Now this new dish of understanding, I can eat it now, and I can prepare it, and I know the ins and outs of it, and now I can say, okay, cool, I have it. And if you don't grasp it in the way somebody else does, that is so beautiful, because now I grasp it in a way that you grasp it and you understand it, and you're able to put your 2 cents in, and now you can present it in ways that other people like, damn, I never thought about that. You understand? And I think that's a big part of how the mind works, bro. And I didn't mean to get too technical about shit like that, man. But I like stuff like that, for real, bro. It excites me a little bit. I hope I was able to make sense to y'all, man. But I just wanted to come talk to y'all, bro. You feel me? Like, yeah, sometimes I get in these modes, I just want to come around with y'all, man. I appreciate everybody who be watching and, you know, supporting, man. I promise. Every comment you put on my channel, bro, I'm reading it. I'm loving it. If I don't get to it right away, sometimes they don't show up on my little notification thing, and I have to go to the comments on my YouTube studio on my computer and see which ones I didn't see. Well, most of the time they pop up and I see them, like them, replying. Every time, man, I appreciate everybody who come kick it, come watch my vids, bro. It means the most. Now, it's 11:16. We finna go to this meeting, man. Wish me luck. You understand? Through him, you gonna conquer it all. Through him, it was already done. And yes, I'm still sick. I just drunk me some tea, drunk some Dayquil this morning. Finna throw a cough drop back, man. But yeah, I'm out of here. Through that guy, it being already done.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see.